Hello everyone, thank you for the opportunity to share our recent finding. Today I will be discussing our work on the effect of chemical modification using nitrophenyl carbonate polyethylene glycol or NPC-PEG on the stability of alpha amylase from Aspergillus fumigatus. Currently, enzymes derived from microbes are widely used in industry and medicine. About 60% of industrial enzymes are produced from fungi, 24% from bacteria, 4% from yeast, and the remaining 10% from plants and animals. In general, enzymes are unstable at extreme pH and temperature. One way they can be used to increase enzyme stability is by chemical modification. In this research, the isolation, purification, and chemical modification of the alpha-amylase enzyme isolated from Aspergillus fumigatus using nitrophenyl carbonate polyethylene glycol compounds will be carried out. A method of first rejuvenating of Aspergillus fumigatus isolates, production of inoculum and fermentation media, inoculation of Aspergillus fumigatus, and production of alpha-amylase enzyme, alpha-amylase enzyme isolation, then enzyme purification by fractionation and dialysis, alpha-amylase enzyme activity and protein level test with FUA and Lowry method, then modification of alpha-amylase enzyme with NPC-PEG, alpha-amylase enzyme characterization, and the last determination of half-time, inactivation rate constant, and energy change due to denaturation. Result and discussion. Alpha-amylase enzyme production. In this research, 2,000 milliliter of crude enzyme was produced. Crude enzyme was obtained from isolating using the centrifuge method for 15 minutes at 5,000 rpm. The crude alpha-amylase obtained had a unit activity, protein content, and a specific activity as presented in the slide. Vaccination using ammonium sulfate. The fractionation process was carried out in two stages as illustrated in the figure. The results showed that the 15 to 95% patients exhibited higher specific activity. Therefore, the enzyme from this fraction was used for the subsequent purification step. Dialysis. As shown in the table, the dialysis enzyme exhibited a 13.7-fold increase in purity compared to the crude enzyme extract. Next, determination of optimum pH. The result of optimum pH determination are present in the figure. The figure shows that the optimum pH of the purified enzyme is 5, whereas the modified enzyme exhibits optimum activity at 5.5. Determination of optimum temperature. The determination of enzyme optimum temperature, as shown in the figure, indicates a shift. The optimum temperature of the purified enzyme was observed at 50 Celsius, whereas the enzyme modified with NPC-PEG exhibit a new optimum at 60 Celsius. The stability thermal test. The graph showed that the modified enzyme exhibit greater thermal stability compared to the purified enzyme. Determination of inactivation rate constant, half-time, and energy change due to denaturation. Based on the data presented in the table, it can be observed that the enzyme modified with NPC-PEG exhibits higher stability. Specifically, the enzyme modified with 5 mg of NPC-PEG saw a 1.6-fold increase in stability compared to the native enzyme. Conclusion: purified enzyme increased by 13.7 times compared to root enzyme. Optimum native enzyme at pH 5. Optimum temperature at 50 Celsius and the thermal stability test of native enzyme at 60 Celsius for 100 minutes has a residual activity of 5.58%. The modified enzyme using NPC-PEG with 5, 10, and 15 milligram experience a shift in pH from 5 to 5.5 and experience a shift in temperature from 50 to 60 Celsius. Enzyme modified using NPC-PEG 5, 10, and 15 milligram, optimum at pH 5.5, and the optimum temperature is 60 Celsius. Based on the decrease in the value of Ki, the modified enzyme using NPC-PEG 5, 10, and 15 milligram experience an increase in stability of 1.2 until 1.6 fold of the purified enzyme. Modification using NPC-PEG concentration of 5, 10, and 15 milligram can increase the stability of the alpha-amylase enzyme from Aspergillus fumigatus, characterized by increased half-time of the purified and modified enzyme using NPC-PEG concentration of 5, 10, and 15 milligram respectively, namely 26.87, 44.15, 34.66, and 30.94 minutes. Thank you for your attention. I will welcome any question or feedback.